If you have a lot of data in a Google Sheet, a great way to analyze that data is with a pivot table, and I'm going to show you how. Now, first of all, we're going to go to Insert a Pivot Table. I like to do that first because this is where you can actually choose your range. So I'm going to go here and choose just the data I want to add. The important thing is to pick it across connecting columns. It seems to work better that way. But the other point is you don't want to add your entire sheet in there because sometimes it does get a little bit confusing when you're first using pivot tables. So I'm going to hit OK, and I'm going to make it a new sheet. So that way we have a little bit more room to play with. I'm going to create a brand new tab here that says pivot table. And what you're going to notice over here are the names of all of those columns. So the other point with a pivot table is it's very important to make sure you grab the entire column because it's going to put the name of the headers here. Now over here, it is going to give me some suggestions. I like to start here if you are brand new to pivot tables because then it kind of gets you to understand how these are formatted. So I'm going to have what is the sum of house points earned for each house. If I click on this, you're going to notice that on the row, it put the name of the house, and then the sum of the house points earned goes over here in this column. And if you notice here on the side, there are some different options. There's rows, columns, values. Columns and rows are where you want to put that information to see how they intersect. You don't have to have a row. You don't have to have a column. You don't have to have a value. You can do a mixture of them. I do like to always put on show totals just because I kind of like that grand total, but you can toggle that off or on. Now you can go here and change the formatting of how that information is displayed in rows. But what I think is really important and valuable is down here for values. Anytime you stick something in here for values, you can change this. So right now I have the sum, I can do a count, I can do the average number of points for each house. And if you delete it here, it doesn't delete it here off of the side. And now I'm going to close this out here. Here's what it looks like if you have a count of names for each house. Count of last name by each graduating year. Now I'm going to show you a few different things and how to customize this. So I'm going to get rid of all of these guys. And I'm going to now add in first name as a row and graduating year as a row. So what I'm trying to show is that you can put two data sets into the same space. So see how you can stack them on top of each other? What this does, I like using this because I can see that in 1989, this is the person who graduated from 1989, but then I can quickly see 1998. I can see all of those people. The other thing is, let's say you want to add more information. I'm going to show you how some people get confused on this. If I go here for columns with my Defense Against the Dark Arts data, and I add that by house, let's put house and rows. Do you see how all of these get very long here in this space? Because it's putting a column for each data set. You may not want to do that. Instead, if you have a large set of data, move that to the values. I don't want the sum of the scores. I want the average. So now based on the house, I can see the average for that class. And what's neat is I can add in kind of like we stacked before. So in values, I have all of these. I'm going to change them all from sum to average. So now I have all of my averages for each one of my classes based on the house. So I can quickly see here in this data set that Hufflepuff had 81% in the Transfiguration class. You might want to stretch these out a little bit here. The highest class for potions is Slytherin, no surprise there. Pretty much the idea of what pivot tables are is you can take that selected data and you can add them into different spaces and configurations so that way you can see that data in relation to the other columns. Share in your comments how you use a pivot table, and don't forget to like and subscribe.